ACT.
ION. Ooh, Tommy, what a week I had last week. 0-3.
Oof.
It's been a while since I went 0-3, Tommy. I'm telling you.
Captain, it's been a while, my friend. Welcome to Action Bets. Tommy D along with the captain.
Boom, boom in the room.
Hey, we're here. Let's forget about last week. It was a tough one, everyone. Captain, you can't account for injuries in the NFL.
Injuries and turnovers, I mean, if they go, everything goes according to Hoyle, if you know what I mean. If everything goes the way it's supposed to go, then things happen, and that's what I root on. I can't, injuries to the top guys. You're sitting there, with a bag of donuts in your hand that's wet.
I mean, in Pittsburgh last week, both on Pittsburgh, Captain, had their weather delay there, and also, I don't know if I'm putting my money on Mitch Trubisky. I'm looking at Kenny Pickett and the way he's playing there in Pittsburgh. So
what about the over-unders this week?
Oh,
the over-unders, man, are they low?
Looking pretty good, man. I mean, a lot of lows, unders. I think this year in the NFL, a lot of defensive teams.
No, we're down to 30 and a half, 31 and a half.
I saw the 33 and a half. I almost took that one. I know you're talking about the Jets game, I think.
No, there's another one for 30, the Pittsburgh game. It's exceedingly low.
I know, Captain, but hey, we got to get back on track this week. Everyone, you know who you are, the regulars. Throw down in the comments, like, subscribe, ring the bell. Action Bets. Ding. Week 14, we made it. We're 38, 37, and 1, Captain. I go 2-1 last week. As you said, you have a tough week, but we're gonna get right back on track here, heading into the playoffs. Not too far away.
No.
Fantasy football playoffs, I should say. So,
I'm on the bubble. I'm 6th right now, but you know what? Johnny C's up there vying for the top guy right now. So.
Well, hey, I hope you make it in there.
Yeah, I saw.
But let's get to the picks this week.
Right.
Week 14 NFL, Captain. Who's your first pick?
You know what? I'm going to get down on this early because word on the street is that he's starting Trevor Lawrence in the Jacksonville game. I'm taking Jacksonville +3 in this game, going into Cleveland. I'm looking for a low-scoring game without him, but with him, I think that's a good over there. I think it's 31 and a half, 33, something like that. I like the over in that game, but I'm taking Jacksonville +3 early. Get your money down now. Go get your money, Tommy, for a nickel.
Okay, hey, that's huge news. If Trevor Lawrence does play,
he does.
That's a nice little high ankle sprain there. Trevor Lawrence seems
not as bad as they thought.
Okay, all right.
Not as bad as they thought. Who's your first pick?
Hey, my first pick, I'm going to go to the Rams and the Ravens over 39 and a half, playing in Baltimore. Both teams looking pretty solid. Rams looking for their 4th in a row. Ravens just looking one of the best teams in the AFC. The Rams put up 36 points versus Cleveland last week, which is a pretty solid defensive unit. Rams have got some momentum, won 3 in a row. Kupp and Stanford both looking a lot better. And then you got Lamar Jackson for the Ravens. This guy looks indestructible, having a great season and staying healthy. That's the key here in the NFL. I think the Ravens with their defense too. I almost took the Ravens here, but I think with the way the Rams have been playing lately, I like the over 39.5. I think this game gets over 40. So I like Ravens over 39.5. It's going to be my first pick here, week 14.
You know what? That's a tangy bet for me right there. That's shaky pizza. That's right on the number almost.
I think it's going to be bigger. Like I said, the momentum of the Rams really impressing me. I turned my head a little bit, playing a lot better football. And then Stafford, Kupp, I like it. I think it's going to be over 39.5. The Ravens do have a pretty solid defense, but I'm going to go with it after what I saw they did in Cleveland last week. So.
Yeah.
Let's go to your second pick, Captain. Who do you like?
Second pick, it's what everybody's calling the other game of the week. The KC Buffalo game, that's the game of the week, and then Philly-Dallas. Philly-Dallas game, you're looking at a Dallas team that just scores points at home. And I like points, especially when they're only 51 and a half. They could have that by halftime. Philly-Dallas over 51 and a half in that game for a nickel. Go get your money, Tommy, on that one.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting one. Obviously, a lot of a big game for the NFC there. So whoever comes out of this game, Captain. But, my next game, I'm going to go to which is the top team in the NFC. Ahead of these other two teams, they showed it last week. I'm going to be taking the 49ers minus 10.5 at home. I'm laying the wood against the Seahawks. They are the best team in football. What they did to the Eagles last week, and you know what? I think they keep the momentum going. They beat Philly 42-19 in Philly. Now they head back to San Francisco. I don't see the Seahawks staying in this game. I'm going to lay the 10.5, Captain. I'm going to go with the momentum.
Why not, Tommy? I mean, you got, since Trent Williams and Deebo Samuel come back, they're a whole nother team. They go student body left with McCaffrey, and then Deebo on the short passes, and let him run with the ball after the catch.
49ers best team in football.
Right now, yes, they are.
I think so.
Okay, I'll admit that, but I'm still betting on the Eagles to go all the way. Just letting you know.
Okay, well,
fly, Eagles, fly.
Before we move on to the next, AFC, who's your best team? Who do you got to give it to?
Like I said in the start, I think it's Baltimore and Philly in the Super Bowl, and I'm going to stick to it right now.
I think you got a good chance there. Ravens playing.
But right now, the
football.
best team playing and found their groove back after the 3 losses is San Francisco, Tommy.
Yeah, no, they look like a much better team. I played them and I lost the 1 week, and now I'm jumping back on them. They've looked pretty impressive. Captain, let's go to your last and final pick here for week 14.
Last and final pick is the same game as the second pick, the Philly-Dallas game. You know what? Say what you want about Philly. You know what? They've been covering for me, and I like Philly plus 3.5 here. Everybody's taking Dallas, 80% of the people. It's a trap game, reverse trap on this game. Give me Philly plus the 3.5 for a nickel. Go to the window, safe and easy. Watch what Jalen does here to prove everybody else wrong. This is a reverse trap, so go get your nickel, Tommy.
Yeah, definitely going to be a comeback game. All eyes are going to be on the Eagles to see if they are for real or not after that big loss. Captain, you might be onto some here. It is going to be a great game.
Who's your third pick, Tommy?
Yeah, my last one. I'm going to Monday Night Football. I know we got a lot of fans here. The Fins, baby. Fins up. We are got a chance here. Talking about AFC.
Yeah.
This team is starting to improve too. Defensive side and the offensive side. They just got H.A.N. back. Helps the offense huge. Last week they beat Washington 45-15. And come on, guys, I know I'm a Dolphin fan, but Tyreek Hill might deserve to be up for MVP this year. 93 receptions, 1,400 yards, 12 touchdowns. I mean, he's having a monster season. And the Titans lost to the Colts last week in overtime. I think they're a little deflated. I think they come down into Miami, and Miami romps all over them, Captain. I'm laying a lot of wood this week, minus 13.5. I believe in the Dolphins this year. I know I'm not playing with my heart, Captain. Let's go Fins.
Well, you know what? Right now, you're looking at a Dolphin team that looks like a Dallas team when they get people at home.